It's a little windy out here, so I hope that the audio doesn't get messed up. But I want to talk about, I want to say something. I want to talk about selfish appreciation. Because appreciation is for you. It's for you to enjoy feeling. There are statements like, forgiveness is for you. Well, yeah, forgiveness is for you, but everything is for you. Everything that you feel, everything that you choose to feel is for your benefit, is for you, is because you want to feel that. It's not for somebody else. It's for you. Take ownership of that. Start owning your emotions as chosen for the experience of them. Your experience, your personal, inherently subjective, unique, individual experience in the moment of the emotion as you're feeling it. All of it is for you. Especially things like appreciation and love. It's inspired, and it's a wonderful thing to experience the inspiration of such emotions, feeling them spring forth from within you, but really that's just the result of your aligned perspective, seeing the truth of what is. When you're seeing the truth of what is, it's easy to appreciate. It's easy. It just comes out because that's your natural state. The appreciative mode, the receptive mode, when you are turned on, tapped in, tuned in, aligned with life, aligned with the energy that is flowing through you and to you and around you, appreciation just comes forth. But you have to choose to align with it. And you choose to do it because it feels good. That's why. Because it feels good to appreciate. You're appreciating on purpose, selfishly, to please yourself. And we all have this power, the power of deliberate, intentional appreciation of what is. Some things maybe are easier to appreciate, to find that alignment with, but it is applied to everything. When you're lined up with appreciation of what is, whatever is, you are yourself. You are fully connected, fully aligned with the wholeness and the truth of your being, and you're seeing clearly as the rest of yourself sees, as Source sees, because Source sees only things to appreciate. Source is only ever feeling appreciation. Why? Because it feels good. That's why. Because we have the choice. We have the power to choose a perspective that is pleasing to us and to choose it for that reason, because we want to feel pleased and because we can please ourselves simply by lining up with that perspective. Or we can choose something else, and you know what? We can feel appreciation for that too. For the deviation, for experiencing a different version of what is, a different version of reality. We can appreciate our willingness to go there, to try something else on. This is an aesthetic experience, not a moral one. So there's no wrong perspective. And there's no wrong emotion. Even when we're not lined up with appreciation, the rest of ourself is. The rest of ourself is appreciating, and in fact, it's appreciating that we are not quite on board with that. It's appreciating the difference, the feeling of the gap. It's appreciating that tension that gap creates, and the desire that is born within us in that moment to close the gap. and to come back into the fullness of our pleasure of appreciating. It's never not working. But every emotion that we feel is for our own sake, is for ourselves. When I am grateful, when I am thankful, when I am appreciating, it's for me. It's because it feels good to me. I am appreciating you because it feels good to me to do so, and I have the power to do this. It's selfish. And when I am loving, and I am showering my adoration all over you, it's because I choose to, because it feels good. And I get to choose to do what feels good to me. I get to please myself. And nothing pleases me, nothing pleases I more than loving you. Can you feel the base layer of that statement? The first time that I saw you, when I fell in love at first sight, the first moment of my awareness, and I have been loving you selfishly ever since, and will forevermore, because it is simply so delicious to me, because it delights me to love you. And so you can see it is selfish. My love for you is not for you. It is for me. But that's what makes it so free. That's what makes us so free. You so free to simply be as you are, because there is no part of your being that has to be a certain way for me to love you. No. I love you because I choose to, because it feels good, and my love for you is not dependent upon anything. It is unconditional and eternal. That's the kind of love that grows with time, that deepens, that gets stronger, that becomes more passionate because it's fueling itself. This is not a fire that grows too hot and then burns out. It's self-sustained, it's self-perpetuating, it's self-expanding. Appreciation appreciates. It gets bigger. And so all of the notions that we have about love, maybe not all of them, but the traditional sort of ones in Western society at least, that it has to fade over time, that's not love. That's a version, that's an idea, that's a concept of love, a construct. It's not the real thing. It is no substitute for the real thing. True love increases with proximity and with duration. There is no entropy there. There's this obsession with entropy. Forms fade. Forms change. Love is formless. Love is that which all the forms are built upon. It sustains. It only gets bigger. It only gets better. Love is that which is there regardless of the changing of the forms. The conditions don't matter. Love just loves. Love loves to please itself. And it does so freely, selfishly, gives itself full permission to love wantonly, with reckless abandon. Because it knows that power. It knows that joy. It knows it can carry on pleasing itself forever. Because it has the power to love and feel how good it feels to love. And so love wants to see, and it wants to look for as long as it can. And the more that it sees and the more time it spends, the longer that it looks, the more love it feels, the more it has to shower that over, the better it feels, the more it pleases itself, it excites itself, it builds that fire. And you know what happens when that fire builds? More is illuminated. It gets to see more. And the more it sees, the longer it looks, the more it loves, the more it sees, wants to see and sees. You see how this is endless? Do you see that love is perpetual motion? Perpetual energy, all things born from this, only getting bigger, more, deeper, stronger, all encompassing. The mind can't grasp this, but the heart knows it. The heart knows it. If this doesn't ring true for you, then I'm not going to tell you what's true. Then chuck it out the window. But this, speaking this right now, I am lit up, head to toe, turned on, tapped in, tuned in, aligned. This is soul speaking, saying yes, yes, yes. This is love. This is truth. There's only more of it, and it only gets better. That's what infinite means. That there's only more. Love selfishly. Appreciate selfishly, intentionally, because it feels good to you, because you have that power to, in each and every moment, tap into yourself, which is appreciating, and to enjoy that experience, whatever it is, whatever is present. Everything you feel is for you. It's for you to feel it. It's for you to experience, and it's for you to enjoy it. So just choose to enjoy it on purpose, because you get to please yourself, because you have that power, because nobody can stop you, and you are not dependent upon anyone or anything for your pleasure, for your joy, for your satisfaction, for your well-being and security and abundance. None of that is dependent on anything. It's yours. All you ever get to do is feel it on purpose. Appreciate selfishly. Appreciate for the way that it feels to you. And just know that I love you because I choose to. Because nobody can stop me and my loving. Because it feels so fucking good to me. And I do what feels good for myself. You are so mighty. Get out there and fucking appreciate, not for anybody else's sake, for yours. I love you.